Hey guys, so ever since I made the announcement video of the slates for my multiverse Roblox universe volume 1, I was basically planning on making a video of non-canon movies and TV shows that will come out, but I never get to do it in that time. And I got done making the third and final trailer for the Roblox Flash movie yesterday, so check that one out. I'll probably put in description. And if you don't, you can just basically find a video on this channel. But anyways, I'm gonna explain the non-canon movies and TV shows slates. But however, I'll be only showing like the first movie titles because, well, I changed the posters and I changed the posters with titles of my own instead to avoid copyright. And I also and I'll be basically only be explaining like one season and one movie of that universe, of that non-canon universe, because, well, I did make like title posters of it, but, well, not really a poster, but titles of it. But basically, I don't want to reveal too much because, well, it's basically kind of a spoiler. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so the first non-canon Roblox universe and the non-canon Roblox TV show is Strike Force. And like I said, I'm basically going to show you the season 1 poster because, well, I don't want to reveal too much because there are a lot of spoilers, even though I like spoiling a lot. But I still don't want to really show you that much because, well, I don't want to reveal too much. But anyway, so this non-canon Roblox series will basically be about a superhero team / anti-hero team with them trying to they're basically kind of like both the Spider Society and the Guardians of the Multiverse, but better, because they basically do not care if they're supposed to be canon events. Not everything has to always be the same. And the members of the Strike Force team will include me, which is Ultimate Dorian, which is me. And as you know on my channel description, I have autism and ADHD. And this character also has one because this character is literally me in my character form, and he's actually the most powerful characters. And the only characters he can't defeat is I said can't. I'm sorry, I don't even know why I explained it. But the only characters that he can't defeat is basically Alien X, Batman in Prep Time, Wally West Flash, and of course, the creator of Earth, God. And I'm not trying to say it to be mean because I love God and all that. And he even died for our sins in the cross. I was saying, like, my character can't beat him because it's the obvious reason. And plus, I believe in God. But anyways, we have MCU Spider-Man. Yes, the MCU timeline is canon to the Strike Force universe because MCU Spider-Man will be a part of it. But however, he won't share his identity to anyone because you already know exactly why in Spider-Man No Way Home. And he would actually later become friends with Batman. And speaking of Batman, we have basically Batman, basically the Robert Pattinson version. I'm trying to not say Paddington with the G on it because there's no G on the last name. But yeah, Robert Pattinson, basically Matt Reeves' Batman, because that's the universe he's in. And he might become a newly experienced Batman later on in the series, which is basically a good reason why he's in the team. And next up is Soldier Boy. No, I'm not talking about the rapper. I'm talking about the one from The Boys TV show. And clearly he will, and the MCU, the Boys TV show timeline will actually be canon in the Strike Force universe. And he might become friends with, Wolverine and probably Deadpool or something. And basically, of course, Spider-Man would remind him of and of course, Soldier Boy reminds Spider-Man of Captain America, due to the similarities between Captain America and Soldier Boy, but basically Spider-Man doesn't share it. He just basically thinks about it in his mind. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to say this, but in this series, Spider-Man will have PTSD from the events from No Way Home. And of course, Avengers Endgame if you count Tony Stark's death. And then, what else? Deadpool and Wolverine will be a part of this. Basically, the versions from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. But the Wolverine isn't the Fox version because, he died in Logan. So this version of Wolverine is the one from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. And yeah. Although I basically won't make episode thumbnails. Well, not because of copyright, because I can literally have the characters characters from different media that I made on Roblox and put them on thumbnails. But the reason why is because this is basically month 3 because as you see in my Roblox videos, in the Brookhaven server, there's not been anyone on the server because I bought a private server with Roblox Premium, but now they're gonna try to take Robux out of my account, so that's why I haven't spent that much on other characters. But I decided to save the rest to have Roblox take out of my account because that's how Premium works. And this is clearly month 3 by now. Oh yeah, and so yeah, that's why I won't be making episode thumbnails for now. I might do it just basically not for now. But anyways, Wally West Flash. Now, I know you're probably thinking, why is Wally West on the same team as Batman? basically the unexperienced version. Well, basically because of two reasons. One, because I didn't want to make, I don't want to feel like that Batman is the only member on the team, so, wait, hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to drink water so that way I can explain more, but, the reason why, because I didn't want to make Batman the only DC character on the team, because to me, it kind of feels like disrespectful, and, I decided to put Wally West Flash on the team. Basically, at first I wanted to do the comic book version, but I chose the Young Justice Wally West from the series because, well, in season 1 of Strike Force, Wally West will be revived and become the new Flash, and he would actually kind of become friends with Sonic. And I know you're probably thinking, if I wanted to put another DC character from another world, I could have picked Superman from the James Gunn movie. And yes, I know, but clearly I just chose Wally West because so that way there can be some for him to have team dynamics with Sonic. And two, because this could work, because basically Flash would probably basically sometimes interact with Batman, because it'll be kind of like Justice League Unlimited, where the Wally West and sometimes, well, interacts with Batman, although being different this time because we have an unexperienced version of Batman. But hey, that's the reason why. But moving on, we got Movie Sonic. And Movie Sonic will be part of the team. Of course, basically the one from the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. And next up is Uzi from Murder Drones. And basically in the series, well, they will probably they will experience they will experience human life in this universe, like 10,000 something from the future, because they would basically kind of mysteriously teleported like 10,000 something years from the future, and probably might experience human life on there and try to basically get along with humans, which could possibly mean my character might guide them into the human life. And yes, they will actually be dating, because this was confirmed in the final episode of Murder Drones, where Uzi confirmed. You'll find out yourself. But also, on the team is Alex the Lion. And yes, I know it's strange to have a lion that has no experience with fighting on there, but clearly I saw some people have Alex the Lion team up with heroes, so I say why not. And plus, I think this might be cool, because he might not have experience with hand-to-hand combat, but he does have experience with villains from Madagascar, like like for an example, Dupla from the third Madagascar movie. But the next and the final member on the team is Bumblebee from the Michael Bay Transformer movies. And Bumblebee would probably like return to Earth after the events of the last night. But then we're surprised to see more heroes in this world. And there might be some characters that might appear in the Strike Force in season 1 of Strike Force, but basically they either won't basically join the team. Like for example, Huey and Billy Butcher. They will appear in only like one episode because of the event of season 5 of The Boys, but want to join the team because you know exactly what's gonna happen. The main villains is Executioner's Resistance, and you're probably wondering who's Executioner. Well, Executioner is a character from X-Men 97 where he appears in that one episode where basically he came to basically try to wipe out Magneto because of everything that Magneto has done in the past. And basically hates mutants like some people do. And he would basically see my character as a threat. So he hires a team. And the members on the Resistance team is Bully McGuire. And yes, that is cringe, but I chose to do it. Because I could think of other Spider-Man villains on the team. And Nemesis. And no, I'm not talking about the Resident Evil Nemesis. I'm talking about Nemesis from the Miller World comics where think of Batman, but basically sadistic and even more crazier. And I'll probably put the link in the description of about Nemesis because you probably might not have heard of him. But moving on, we got Captain Hydra, basically an evil version of Steve Rogers. Deathstroke, Freddy Krueger, and who else? Zoom from the CW Flash show. I'm not talking about Reverse Flash, I'm talking about Hunter Zolman. Sonic.exe. Sin from Murder Drones. Serial Designation J from Murder Drones as well. Scar from The Lion King. And a Barricade from the Bayverse Transformers movies. And you're probably knowing, Sin is dead, right? Well, she is basically fused with Uzi because, as you remember, Uzi ate her heart, meaning that Sin is still here, but inside of Uzi's body. And then, in this series, she might take control of Uzi. And because Nemesis is also part of the comic, is actually going to be part of the Strike Force series, and during the season finale, I might adapt the comics made by Mark Miller, and that is Big Game. But except there's not going to be not every character from the Miller World comics will appear because, well, basically the story is more focused on the Strike Force team and Executioner and the Resistance team. But it would also be mixed with the Purge and stuff. But here's the next movie I'll also be making. The next movie is Zombie Invasion, and this series will take place after The Walking Dead, the One Who Lives, and the upcoming Marvel Studios show, Zombie Invasion. No, not Zombie Invasion. That's my title. Marvel Zombies. And the members of the Survivor group is Rick Grimes, Mycone. I think that's Mycone and McCone or something. I don't know. Zombie Hunter Spider-Man from What If. Stargirl. Radiant Black, who you know of from Image Comics. Who else? Danny Phantom. Ash Williams. And Red Hood. And also during the middle of the movie, Spider-Man and Stargirl have a relationship. Well, I'm basically kind of a guy who's a fan. Well, not really much of a fan, but likes to create crossover couples. Because it just basically shows the bonding and all that other stuff for the characters. And the main villains, or should I say zombies, is the zombie bat family, zombie Scarlet Witch, zombie Abomination, zombie Ghost, who else? Zombie, Icarus, zombie Captain Marvel, the zombie JSA, and finally, zombie Spider-Man. But wait, zombie Spider-Man is part of the Survivor group. There's going to be two Spider-Mans in the movie. One who is a surviving member, and the other who is basically infected. And yes, that version of zombie Spider-Man is from the Marvel Zombie comics. And this was basically somehow my original idea of a series where back then I used to have a lot of videos, but I deleted them for some reason. And that series was basically originally a Zombie Hunter Spider-Man show where basically it focuses on Spider-Man, but Rick Grimes, Punisher, Deadpool, and Black Panther are part of a surviving group. But basically, that's it. But it no longer happened after I was, I can't basically explain more because I feel like I'm running out of time. And yeah, like I said, I won't show you more of the Zombie Invasion Expanded Universe because, I don't want to reveal too much. And the final non-canon Roblox universe that I'm basically excited to make, and that is Marvel versus DC versus Capcom versus Mortal Kombat. And before I even made the fan-made posters that was now turned into movie titles, I basically thought an idea that is basically really cool, but basically somehow nostalgia. So I planned on making this. And I thought of it being a great idea. Sorry guys. So the characters in this movie is going to be Spider-Man, Wolverine, Hulk, but this version of Hulk won't be Bruce Banner. It would be Amadeus Cho. And if you don't know, you're probably wondering, wasn't Amadeus Cho the guy who was basically Iron Spider and Ultimate Spider-Man? Well, he wasn't really Iron Spider in the comics. They just kind of made him that way because I guess he really wanted to be recognized to other people. I guess, I don't know. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm back. And also more characters, who else? Deadpool, Cyclops, Hulkbuster, because, well, this version of Iron Man basically wears a Hulkbuster suit. But it's basically Tony Stark. And Captain America, Steve Rogers. And Jubilee. And for Capcom characters, it's going to be Mega Man X, Dante, Leon Kennedy, Jill Valentine, Captain Commando, Blanca, Ryu, sorry guys, I'm just basically trying to think. I'll be right back. And Virgil from also Devil May Cry, who was basically Dante's brother. And for DC characters, it will be Batman, Superman, The Flash, Cyborg, Peacemaker, Nightwing, Robin, Damian, well, not Robin, but Red Robin, Tim Drake, and Harley Quinn, basically the rebirth version. And the main villains of the team is, well, not main villains on the team, but main villains are both Ultron, Sigma, and Darkon. And no, I'm not talking about Sigma, a brain rod / Chin Alpha term. I'm talking about the one from Mega Man X. And yeah, so these two characters. Oh, sorry. These two characters will be the main villains. And for Mortal Kombat characters, it is Raiden, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Smoke. Who else? Kitana. Liu Kang, Reptile, I think, from Mortal Kombat. And also, Johnny Cage, also from Mortal Kombat. Sorry guys, I tried to think of it. Baraka, basically a Mortal Kombat version of Wolverine. Sorry guys, I'm just basically trying to think of who the characters are also going to be in this movie, because since I deleted the posters, sometimes I've been forgetting about the characters that's actually going to be in this movie. Okay, so basically, I think I might already know the Mortal Kombat characters: Raiden, Sub-Zero, Katana, Smoke, Baraka. And the other three characters from Mortal Kombat I can't explain to you because, well, I think I said it a lot of times. But yeah, these are going to be characters in the movie. And they would at first fight each other until basically they team up. There's also like in every Mortal Kombat game, there will be chapters for every character, but there will be 12 chapters. And so yeah, but anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry if it's basically longer stuff. Sometimes I've been forgetting ever since, well, I replaced the posters with the titles. But anyways, peace.